Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Growing on Vancouver Island, and my name is Lisa. Today we're up standing behind my vegetable plot, and we're going to be planting some onions and potatoes. So I'll swing around and show you what we're going to plant. We're going to be planting one variety of onion bulbs. In the past, I haven't had great luck with onion bulbs. I've only tried them once and they all rotted, but I have a new strategy, so we're going to try them again. And we're going to be planting onion sets. So it's going to be a bit of an experiment to see which performs better. I've got two varieties, sweet yellow Spanish and Walla Walla onions. And I'm going to plant them, and I've got my labels ready over here so we make sure we remember what is what and see what performs the best. So for potatoes, we're going to be planting just one variety of red potatoes. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, maybe Carmenal. And for amendments, I'm going to be using a new fertilizer I just picked up today, which looked quite interesting to me. It's a bone meal plus fertilizer, so it contains rock phosphate and humic acid as well as bone meal. So I'm kind of excited to try that. I've almost used up my regular bone meal, so this is something new to try. And also we're going to be amending with a mycorrhizae blend. And if you don't know anything about mycorrhizae, it is something that allows the roots to take up nutrients better. Google will give you a good description. I'm not very good at explaining it, but it's great for allowing your plants to take up more nutrients. It sort of opens up the channels that allows more water and nutrient absorption. So we're going to amend with that, and I'll swing around again and show you our vegetable plot. So this is what it looks like, and it's been amended with homemade compost that I make myself every year. And I also amend with the leaves that fall from our local trees, and I shred them and put them in the garden. So it's had quite a bit of amendments over the years. I do that every fall. So our soil is pretty good to begin with, but I think it never hurts to amend with a little bit of extra nutrients to get your plants off to a good start. So let's plant. We've got a couple stray strawberries here, and we're going to plant the first bunch of onions, which will be the sweet yellow Spanish onion set. We're going to plant them right in this little area, right where we're viewing right now. Just tilling up the soil a little bit, and then we're going to sprinkle on some of our that's a stick, amendments. Start with the mycorrhizae tree and shrub fertilizer. In case you've never seen mycorrhizae fertilizers before, this is what it looks like, and we're just gonna sprinkle a bunch onto the soil we'll be planting in. And next we're going to amend with our bone meal plus fertilizer. This looks quite different than our last fertilizer. This is what it looks like. And there are lots of worms crawling around in this soil. Probably didn't see it on camera, but I can see them smothering around. And then we're going to grab our sweet yellow Spanish onions, and it looks like this container has quite a few. 10 or 12 it looks like. That's quite a few onions. for one little container, and then we're going to try to separate them so that they have room to grow. Some of them it's hard to distinguish if it's one or two, but I think we got it figured out. Zipper, not right now, sir. Fertilizer is not for dogs, sir. You go out of here. We do other things, sir. No, 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 no. So we'll start by planting our first onion set. And our next onion set. So now we're going to plant our second variety of onion set, the Walla Walla onions. There's our tag. And this one probably has a pretty equal amount of plants in its container compared to the other one. So I'm just going to start with separating my onion plants first. And we'll start planting. So we're going to put our bulbs just about a meter or so away from where we planted our onion sets. Put in our little tag and start our digging. And we'll do the same thing we did last time, amend with our mycorrhizae. A little bit of bone meal plus fertilizer. And now we will plant our bulbs. So we're going to cover up our bulbs now with some soil. And now we're going to move to another part of the garden and plant our potatoes. So first we're going to till our soil up a little bit in this corner. In case you're wondering what this black tubing is, that's our drip soaker hose irrigation, I guess you could say. And it has definitely helped with in terms of our success in the garden, in terms of watering. It's definitely changed things for the better since we installed it a couple of years ago. So I'm just tilling up the soil here to plant our potatoes. And once again, I'm going to amend with the mycorrhizae. Generous amount. And our bone meal plus fertilizer. A little bit more fertilizer to that hole. And a little bit more fertilizer at the back here. And our last potato, we'll just stick it in here. And cover everything up. So our last step is to water everything in, so let's water. So that's going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.